task 14 about promoting the team performances through the application of emotional intelligence, which means you have to use your emotional quotient, then your IQ only. We have to work on equity basis instead of equality. So we treat the people in their situations. We need to understand their sentiments. We need to understand our sentiments, what make us different, what makes them different. We have to empathize the situations and the personal so we can support their performances throughout the project. So emotional intelligence is one of the important thing in this task, that when you are taking decisions, instead of using IQ or equality, we have to use EQ and equity-based decisions. And for that, you can use multiple exercises like we have Myers-Briggs personality test, or there are other things which you can use to understand what is the person's working style, what is the person's personality style, what type of things will make him different, and so on. So you can manage them accordingly. So based upon that, we have question number 1 for task 14. A senior stakeholder is highly result oriented, impatient with details, and become visibly frustrated. They frequently interrupt and demand direct answers. Your team prepares highly detailed status decks, which increases tension. So you have a situation and they all have their own grounds to think in their own ways. What should you do next? Keep that deck detailed. It means you are going with equality. Shorter interactions, lead with key outcomes, risk, and offer detailed backup only if requested. We cannot remove the stakeholders and we cannot ask sponsors to do that. Although it has the word only, but this is the only better answer which is available here is B. So we need to understand the emotional intelligence instead of just using the word equality. Very good. Next. During retros, one team member becomes quiet and withdrawn. So sense of exclusion has started. Then later misses commitments. So sense of disconnection has started now. Their work quality is strong, but they avoid group discussions because they don't feel comfortable. What is the best action for PM? Call out the behavior publicly? No. Provide private supportive feedback? Yes. Remove them? No. Ignore them? No. So yes, better answer here also is B. Very good. Let's go to the next. Two high-performing team leads are in conflict. One prefers quick decisions and frequent course corrections. The other insists on deep analysis and risk view before committing. Both accuse the other of slowing the project down. They have their own perspective, but they have a conflict. What should you do first? Facilitate alignments on decision criteria, timing, and escalation rules. So both styles are respected. Seems to be better answer, but let's go next. It doesn't mean that if I feel that first option is correct, I will not read all the options. I have to read all the options. Maybe another one is better than the first one. Choose the faster leads approach. It means I'm going on one side, so another side will be in problem. Choose the analytical leads approach to reduce risk. Could be a better answer. Reassign one lead to another project. No. So B and D are out of league. Remaining answers are A and C. So problem is about decision criteria and escalation rules, not about analytics. So C cannot be the answer. So yes, correct answer is A here because we have emotional intelligence connected, that we want to do active listening, we want to collaborate, or we want to exercise conflict approach, which is collaborate. So we can make the workflow easier for the future also, not for now, also for the future. So yes, A is the correct answer. Next, your project introduces process changes that will reduce manual work. A stakeholder group is resisting and appears anxious, asking repeated questions about job impact. Productivity is falling due to fear and rumors. As per the Agile principle, where you have to create a psychological safe environment, it is not happening here. What should you do as a PM? Emphasize that change is mandatory and stop discussing emotions. This word is not nice. I don't like it. Provide structured communications, listen to concerns, and involve change champions to address emotional resistance. This seems to be a better answer, but let's go next. Limit communications. No. Escalate. No. So yes, all of you are correct. B is better answer. Very good. Next, a team member's personality assessment suggests they are introverted and prefer asynchronous work. Your project requires intense collaboration during a critical phase. So we have a personality and we have a situation. What is the best approach? We cannot alienate anyone. We cannot force anyone. We cannot remove them directly. So I didn't even read the option, but I know that these can never be the correct answer. So yes, available answer is C, which is the better one. Adjust collaboration style, provide agenda, pre-reads, and async input channels while ensuring participation, which is the key to success. Sorry. A functional manager responds defensively when you raise staffing risk because everyone thinks they can be in trouble. They perceive it as criticism, surely, and begin delaying decisions that your project needs. What should you do next? You have a situation, you can escalate, but this cannot happen. Reframe the conversation around shared objectives. This seems to be a better answer. Ask for their input and acknowledge constraints to reduce defensiveness. Again, the better complete answer. C. Document the manager as a project risk. By documenting the risk, you have to come up with the response also. Assign the work to contractor without approval. It's you are bypassing the process. So C is correct, but B is better answer because B is the response what they are waiting for this risk. Very good. Next, your team has met aggressive milestones for months. Recently, the team becomes irritable, avoids meeting, and minor conflict escalates quickly. Delivery is still on track, but quality is beginning to decline. After effects have started, what you will do first as PM? Maintain, no. Recognize burnout indicators, rebalance workloads, and adjust expectations with the stakeholders before quality collapses. Seems to be better answer, but let's go further. Replace team members who show low energy. Cancel retrospect. If we will cancel it, how we will improve it? So yes, B is better answer. Very good. Next, a risk averse. Risk averse are those people who don't want to take risk or very low risk taking capacity. Becomes anxious about uncertainty and demands fixed commitments early. Your project is exploratory. You are exploratory means you are doing it first time. You are even trying to find the approach how to do this with evolving requirements. Each time ambiguity appears, executive escalates and pressure the team. What should you do? Commit to fix the scope. When project is exploratory, how can you commit the scope? Avoid engaging. We do not alienate the stakeholders. Tell the executive that agile means no commitments. We cannot say something wrong. So use an emotional intelligence informed strategy, present options, ranges risk and decision points, provide frequent short updates to increase predictability. We have time, so let me ask you one question. To reduce the risk in agile project, we run an iteration. What that iteration is called as? To check that how much risk is involved in this project, we run an iteration called as sprint or iteration is the same thing. We run an iteration or the sprint to check how much risk is involved in this project is called as spike. Spike is the iteration where you run an iteration to check how much risk is involved. If it is under the stakeholder risk taking capacity, they will give you the green light. Otherwise, they will say, we don't want to do this project. So we run a spike. A spike could be architecture based that to check that how much technical or technological feasibilities exist, or it could be risk-based spike, that how much risk is involved. So a spike is a risk-based iteration where you check how much risk is involved. Surely you will do it for the client. Why you will do it internally? Next, in a virtual team chat, a senior engineer posts sarcastic messages dismissing other ideas. Team sarcastic messages dismissing other ideas. What is the level of conflict here? Level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. What is it? What is the level of conflict? Disagreement, strong disagreement, contest, fight, or crusade, or war. What is the level of conflict? That was our first task, right? Manage conflicts. I explained you. Sarcastic messages, which means dismissing other ideas. So we are at least at second level or third level. It could be strong disagreement where the emotions are gone beyond that, or maybe the contest has started like to have two groups of the similar mentality. Team engagement declines and some members stop contributing it in writing. So it could be disagreement or it could be the contest. What is the best action? Publicly, we don't do anything publicly. It's against the ethics. Privately address the behavior, explain its impact, and reinforce communication norms and psychological safety. Always read from start to end. Don't think if two words are correct, it will be the correct answer. No, maybe this last word can be wrong. So please to read till the last to ensure that you have selected the correct choice. We don't ignore, we don't move to reduce sarcasm. Last question for the task 14 and for the people domain. A stakeholder reacts strongly to negative information and becomes aggressive when risks are discussed. However, they must be informed to make decisions. Your team is avoiding transparency to prevent confrontation, which is also not good. So it means there is a difference of opinion between team and stakeholders. What should you do? Stop reporting. Why? Ask the team to tolerate. Team will not work if you will ask them to tolerate. Use EI, deliver risk information with clear options, impacts and mitigation plans, and control meeting structures. So this is like systematic way of doing the thing. Escalate the stakeholders' behavior immediately as harassment. So yes, C is the better answer. Congratulations to all of you to complete the people domain. From next week, we will start process domain.